Hey everyone, this is Eli from TouchCheckIt.com here with an After Effects / Sony Vegas tutorial, and today we are going over rendering, in case you didn't check the title. So yeah, before I get into it, please give this video a like, thumbs up, and favorite it if you want, because every time you do, you save the life of a baby kitten in Africa. Yeah. I'm just messing. It just helps us out a lot, so please do that. And yeah, so this video is going to be in two parts, not two-part video, but I'm going to put two annotations here, or actually just one. I only need one right here probably for After Effects. If you want to skip ahead and only learn how to render out good quality videos in After Effects, just click this little annotation. And if you want to learn how to do Sony Vegas and After Effects, just stay right here and I'll walk you through the whole thing. So yeah, this is all my opinion, you guys. If you don't like my opinion, then don't watch this. Cover your ears, cover your eyes, and run. But I only say that because there's a ton of ways to render out. There's a million options up here in Sony Vegas to render out. This is my experience. I have 6 years of experience with Sony Vegas and After Effects, so this is what I've learned over the 6 years. This is what works for me, and a lot of you guys have commented how good quality our stuff is, so hopefully you guys want my opinion. If you don't, then suck my big toe, because I don't want you guys to suck my nuts, because that's mean, and I'm not a mean guy. I'm a very nice guy. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's start with the basics. You double click on a clip or in an area and it selects a big region. But basically what this blue area is what Sony Vegas will render out. It's called the loop region. You see, if you put this up in this little gray area, it's called the loop region. And that's what it uses to render out. So if you only want to render out one little clip, then just double click on that clip and it will select it, and then you can render it out by itself, which is a great option in Sony Vegas. If you want to render out the whole video, normally normal people, you know, good editors, I suck, will have everything pushed up against the far left, but I don't usually do that because I'm gangster and I don't give a crap. So to fix that problem, you can basically click any part of the video, and so let's just use this as an example. Double click on it. I know that this is the beginning of the video. Oh, I better turn this down. I don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah, this is a copyrighted song that we covered, so I can't have you guys listen to it. I'm sorry. We'd get spanking. Me and Brandon will literally get taken to the YouTube closet and get spankings. It's a terrible thing. I bet you guys didn't know that. That's what they do if you get caught copywriting. But anyway, yeah, so double click in here and click and drag that little top arrow right there, and you can select more of the region. And you see it looks like the video ends right there. However, if you zoom down, you can see that this is actually the end of the video over here. Yeah, so I'm using my scroll wheel to zoom in and out, by the way, guys, so if you're confused about that. So now the entire video has been selected and I can render it out in full. However, I don't want to render out the entire video just for this tutorial, because I'm going to also be going, oh, I'm so popular. But yeah, so select this little part, and I'm just going to go to like right about, what, like 54 seconds, doesn't matter. And it should tell you how many seconds that is, 32 to 54, what is that, like 22 seconds? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, that's a nice little 22 seconds. Let's make it a little shorter. Let's make it just a little video. How long is that? Oh gosh, I can't do math right now. Whatever. It's a shorter video. And now go up to File. Once you have the part that you want rendered out selected, go up to File, go down to Render As, which is different than Save, guys. Save and Save As are two totally different ways of saving the video. Saving basically means that you're saving the project file and you can come back and edit it later. Rendering means that you're pushing all the clips together that you have edited, and it just makes one video smushed together, makes it beautiful. Alright? So we're going to click render. Now, in my experiences over the past 6 years, I will tell you this. I never use AVI. I only use .move or .wmv. WMV I use for the final video because it's way smaller, and if you do the right settings, it actually makes it look just fine. Of course, .move will be better. There's multiple settings that you got to mess with because QuickTime is huge. So is AVI. That's why I never use it unless I'm going to be rendering it and sending just one clip over to After Effects to edit. And what I mean by that is if you're going to render out a video and it's not the final video, wow, I'm popular. If it's not the final video, then you're going to want to keep the same quality throughout. You don't want one little clip being crappy quality and then the rest of the video being the full quality it was filmed at. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you'd use full quality. See, we made a setting called full quality, and you'd edit it that way, and then you'd bring it back in Sony Vegas at full quality, and then your whole video looks good, even though you put After Effects effects on it and made it look epic, you know? So yeah, let's start with the full quality QuickTime. So yours will probably look like this: default template QuickTime, which is huge. That will give you the biggest file you've ever had in your life besides AVI, which is why you go into custom and you make a new preset, and we will rename it later after we do this. So you can make notes for it, you know, call it Tigo Biddies by Eli, and name it, let's just name it full quality tut. Yeah, it looks good. So then just click this little save template. It's a floppy disk. Save it, and now those settings have been saved, but that's saved, which is the most important. So now we're going to edit the settings. Alright, so change this to what your video settings are. If you don't have it at, like, if you filmed it at 720p, which is 1280 by 720, don't upscale it, guys. Keep it at what you have, because that alone will make your video lose quality if you upscale it. Trust me. And it makes the file huge, and you'll get like weird skips, and it's just strange. So just keep it at what you have. This was filmed at 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080, so we're going to keep it at that. Next is also due to your camera. You know, if you film at 24 frames per second, 25 if you're Asian or whatever that is. Of course, the normal one is 29.97 frames per second or 30 frames per second. So that covers both. Field order, keep it at non-progressive scan. Pixel ratio, make sure, please keep it at 1.0, or else you're going to get a weird looking video. Video format, here's where you get the different codecs which make the video smaller. Now, if you're going to be sending it to Sony Vegas and you want to keep the full quality, go to Photo JPEG. Alright? That makes it so it is a lot more compressed than just regular default uncompressed. And it makes the quality perfect. Makes it still beautiful. Do 100%. Just make sure you just keep every ounce of that quality. Just trust me here. Don't mess with the color scale. You're going to regret it. Now for the audio. Audio, most of the time I don't even include the audio, because you're going to bring it back in anyway, and then you're going to have the audio there from the last video. So, but if you are going to keep the audio, then you're going to just keep it uncompressed, because all these other ones I never mess with. I just keep it uncompressed, and then this is where you compress it. So depending on what your camera can film or like capture the sound at, 48 is better than 44. I want to go below 44 though, because that's when you start losing quality big time. Bit depth, I don't want to get into how audio works and stuff. I am going to school to be an audio engineer, so I do know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to get into all this. Just keep it the default. It should be fine. Trust me. All the rest is pretty much you don't mess with. So now you have a full quality project. Then just go back up, save it again, hit that floppy disk a couple times if you're scared, and hit OK. Now that is a full quality. Boom, you're good. If you're going to be sending that to After Effects, that's the settings you want to use. However, if you want to keep let's say your video's done and you want to render out the whole thing and keep even better quality than WMV, then go back to QuickTime, keep it at QuickTime, go down to Custom, and now we'll go better than WMV. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it that. Hit the save. So yeah, if you're this is for a final video, guys, because what we're going to do is we're going to change it from Photo JPEG to something called MPEG-4. MPEG-4 is a great tool. It is a great codec. It compresses it really well, keeps really great quality, and it's actually way smaller than Photo JPEG. However, I would never edit with MPEG-4 because it does have some correlation issues, and after a while of saving on top of each other, those correlation issues stack up and make it accentuate those areas that didn't look good. So don't edit, never edit with MPEG-4. Just if you're done with your video and you want to keep it a great quality, then save it as this. So yeah, once again, keep it at your frame size that you filmed at. Data rate, keep it unconstrained, and this, you can take this down to about 93 and it'll still keep good quality, and make it even smaller because it can rack up, guys. This one, it's still QuickTime. That's why I don't usually use it. That's why I stick with WMV usually to upload to YouTube, because it loads a lot faster and it still looks okay. WMV does. But if you want to keep that beautiful quality that does your camera a lot of justice, then don't do WMV. Stick with MPEG-4. So yeah, audio, keep it the same, and yeah, that's basically the settings right there. And if you really don't care about your file sizes, keep it at 100, and you should have a really good project. Go back up to this floppy disk, click it a couple times because we are superstitious, and hit OK. Alright, so now let's just switch back to something else and go back. QuickTime. Look at that. Our two new ones are right there. Full quality, tut, and better than WMV. So yeah, guys, after you do that, then just hit save, and it will render it out. Look at that. I just taught you basics on .move, and it was really fast. Seriously. And I'm not going to finish. Well, I guess I could. But I'm too lazy. Cancel. Now that will keep it at great quality. Now let's say that your video is done and you want to just get it on YouTube. You're so excited. That's how we usually are. Or if you're filming a tutorial like we do, then this is the settings you want. You want to keep it at WMV because WMV is a really good oh, look at that. We already have a setting too. WMV is way condensed. The file sizes are more than half. I would say probably a quarter file size as MPEG-4 and stuff. But the quality can be just as good or almost just as good. And this is how we do it. This is how we do. Boom. I'm sorry, that's gangster. Let's name it new WMV for the noobs. Hit the save button. Alright, so here we go. Trust me when I say this, you are going to want to keep it at CBR because VBR will give you great quality, extremely good quality. Oh wow, I'm so popular. However, it makes it a huge file. So keep it with CBR. Format, trust me when I say this, just keep it all default unless you want to mess with this stuff. If you want to condense in a little more, you can go down to 48. That's all I would recommend though, but I like to keep it higher quality. Okay, so now for the video. Once again, VBR is huge, alright? But if you mess with the settings a little bit, then you can get it looking really nice and keeping it small. Format is Windows Media Video 9. Trust me, me and Brandon have run so many tests. Trust us when it's our opinion here. Windows Media Video 9. Keep it with that. Image size, it doesn't go up to 1080p, so you have to do it yourself. But if this fits one of your needs, then all the better for you. Alright, so 29.9 frames per second. Keyframes per second. Keep it at 5. 8 will give you better quality, but it will make it way bigger, so just keep it at 5. 5 is more than enough to make it good. And if you think that your video is still not as good quality as you want, then you can move it up to 100. But like I said, 93 is right on the verge of barely being noticeable. You guys still think our videos are great quality, and this is the one we always use. So yeah, next comes the bit rate. Normally, like if I remember right, on the older Sony Vegases, you have to actually type this in. Make sure that whatever it is, make sure it's 5. Make sure, wow, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna turn off my phone. Yeah, just make sure that you have that checked, and then you have to go to 500, because or you can make it 800 if you want. It'll make it bigger, but oh wow, that sounded dirty. It will make it higher quality, but it will be a huge video. So yeah, keep it at 5 always. Half of 10, just remember that, guys. All the rest of this stuff, don't mess with it. Just leave it alone. Unless this video rendering quality isn't at best, make sure you have that on best. And then use project settings. So yeah, that's all the settings you want, guys. This is only for your final videos, though. I would never use this. I would never send a WMV file to After Effects to edit and then put back in Sony Vegas. Never. Because that is just not smart. You won't get the same quality you want. I will render this one out though. So let's go to the desktop, save it to wherever you want, and we will call this one WMV FTW. So yeah, it's gonna render out, and once it's done rendering, I will show you guys how it looks. Oh, I should have let that full quality render out. But yeah, so once it's done, I will bring you guys back, and I will also render out the next the full quality version of the WMV. Wow, there's so many dot whatevers. I'm getting confused. I will render out a full quality .move file so I can bring it into After Effects. Alright, so I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. Bye. I love you. Alright guys, welcome back. Basically, I'm going to show you what each one of these videos looks like. I rendered out WMV, MPEG-4, and .move, so we can get a full comparison on each. I will put at the bottom which one is which right now. Go ahead. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, we get to the After Effects portion. If you're just joining us, or if you clicked on the annotation, hi, how you doing? Basically, I just went over a huge amount of stuff, and you missed it all. So, whatever. I hate you. I'm just kidding. If you already know how to render out full quality stuff, then I can't hate on you. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm jealous of you because you're probably better than me. Alright, so basically I just imported the video into here very easily. Now let's just click and drag, make a new composition. I went over all this in my basics tutorial. I'll put a link to that right here, right now, if you don't know how to do all that. Yeah, so should be going away soon. Just click it if you want. Anyway, what we are really interested in is how to render out this and make it very good quality and keep it the same quality as the Sony Vegas file that we had over here. We want to keep it looking good, because if you rendered out a .wmv file right here and then dragged it into After Effects and edited it and then wanted to put it back in for the final render, then it's going to look less quality than all the rest of your video. So you want to keep it full quality throughout. And in order to do that, it's very easy. Just have the video selected, go up to Composition, then go down to Make Movie. Alright, and then this dialog box down here will pop up. And before you hit render, let's go down to this lossless part. Go to this where it says AVI. Don't save it as AVI. Never, okay? QuickTime is the best. Just trust me here, okay? 6 years of experience. I don't know if you guys heard that. I've had 6 years of experience with all this. This is my opinion. If you want, take it or leave it. You guys can try other stuff, but just trust me when I say QuickTime's the best, okay? Audio output, make sure that's checked, and the regular settings are fine. If you want to keep the audio, I never keep the audio because I put it back in and the video was already there, so I just use that full quality audio without being rendered 3 times, because it'll lose quality no matter what if it gets rendered a couple times. Okay, next go up to Format Options and let's go through these settings. Of course we want Photo JPEG. Okay, I don't know what it'll be at. Okay, it'll probably be at none. Video codec, that means it's going to be full quality, it's going to be huge. We don't want that. We want some compression in there. We want Photo JPEG, which is a great, probably the best quality there is without being enormous. And that's what she said. Anyway, I couldn't help it. Make sure the quality is at 100, because we want to keep it the best quality there is. Everything else, just leave it alone. Okay? That's the settings right there, guys. Perfect settings. You're going to have beautiful videos. All the ladies will want you because they'll be like, hey, your videos look good. Let's go make out. Yeah, they do that. Trust me. Next, go to the output. Make sure you save it where you want to save it to. I usually have 2 different folders. One says to Vegas. Like, this is when I'm editing. That's why my desktop was just really messy, you guys. It's a painter. It's basically the painter's palette to a video maker. The desktop is. That's just my opinion, though. Okay, and then 2AE, and yeah. So we would save this video to the 2AE folder, and we would save this new one to the 2Vegas, just to keep everything very organized. And then we would make this. We would call it where it's at. You know, intro, save, render. Oh, and then I moved it, of course. So, wow, that was a fail on my part. But it's very easy to fix this. We just go to replace footage with a file, and we go to the 2Vegas, and we just click it, open, and now it'll be fine. So yeah, let's go back to this, and I think it just messed up my render, so we'll go back up to Composition, Make Movie. We'll delete this old one by selecting it and clicking delete, just because I hate having a dirty render area. I hate it. Okay, go back up to the lossless. This is good because I'm recapping. This is what I do. QuickTime. Make sure it says Photo JPEG. If you want the audio, have it checked. If not, don't check it. Hit OK. Hit render. Boom, and it will render out and look beautiful. All right. So I will put well, actually, I'll let it render out real quick. That's basically it, though, guys, because after this, you just, once it's done, it'll make a beautiful... I'll turn up my volume so you can hear it. And it's the most beautiful noise in the world. I love it so much, because it means that all your hard work has just been completed. I love it so much. So, are you ready? Here it goes. In 3... 2, 1. Here it goes right now. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I love that sound. You might hear my little baby nephew in the other room crying up a storm, but I love him. He's a beautiful baby. Anyway, once you have it saved and rendered, now go to the 2Vegas folder. Oh yeah, I didn't rename it though. What a fail. I'm just failing. But it doesn't matter because you guys are my brothers and sisters. I don't judge. And then just click and drag it exactly where you had it before. Right? And then you would delete the other crap. You see, you would put it on top and then delete whatever's there if you want. Because the video is now all rendered out and in perfect quality. And it should... See that? See that? See that? Boom. You can't even notice a difference in quality because you followed my steps. You followed the way I do things. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope it wasn't a complete fail. If you hate it, yeah, I spent a lot of time in my life on this. I spent like an hour or two recording this thing and thinking of the idea and stuff. So yeah, 6 years of my life. I just poured out my soul to you guys. So please like it, favorite it. Be excited for Brandon's next tutorial. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Yeah, I will put the final video, or I'll put a link to this final video, how it turned out, in the as an annotation after this video fades to black, and you guys can go check it out. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I'm Eli, and I love you, and goodbye.